So the long-awaited English poetry prediction video. Which poems are going to appear in tomorrow's paper? Okay, tomorrow being the 13th of November, 2025. Just so you guys know. Maybe a couple of you are watching in like 2026, 2027, wondering like, what's this guy on about? Okay, so these are all the poems that have been examined, right? So these are November examination periods, and these are going to be the SAPs. So it's a beauteous evening. It's been examined twice. It's been examined in 2 SAPs. So there is a possibility that it could be examined in tomorrow's paper, right? So let's just give that a rating of 2, right? So we'll have a rating here of 1, 2, 3. 1, most likely it's going to come out. And 3, it probably shouldn't appear. So it's a beauteous evening, comment free. Let's give that a solid 2. Next, the poem of return. The poem of return, it has been examined twice. Look, I can't put that tick so low. It's not allowing me to. And it has been in a final paper before. So yeah, let's give that a 3. I highly doubt it's going to appear. Talk to a Peach Tree by Sipho Siphamla. It's been examined twice again. Highly doubt it is going to appear both in a sub-paper, both in a final paper. Unlikely. Solitude. Now, there is a greater likelihood that Solitude is going to be examined. It was only asked in subs. So for Solitude, yeah, I would probably give this a 1. The likelihood is high. So again, I would just put a little like NB and let's just circle it. So good chance Solitude could appear. The essay, Fernhill. Oh, also, I just want to make note of this. Look, these 2 graphics, these don't belong to me. It probably belongs to two tutors or 2 teachers that have made this for their students. These are not my graphics, okay? I just want ownership. If this was your teacher or tutor, thank you, okay? Thank you so much. Just like you can drop their name in the comment section, you know, legend. Thank you so much for like creating all of this, these beautiful, stunning graphics. So yeah, that was Solitude. Next, let's talk about Fernhill. Fernhill did appear as a poetry question in the most recent exam. It's also a poem that a lot of you don't like, that you just hate because it's super long. It's actually one of the easier poems, so I would recommend just like don't even bother studying it. It did come up in the most recent exam, so there's a likelihood that it's not going to appear. And just avoid it at all costs. So let's give Fernhill a 3. Next, we've got This Winter Coming. This Winter Coming was examined in last year's paper. There is, to some degree, a chance that it could, it could appear, but it's unlikely, right? Asking the same poem twice is a bit of a 50-50. Let's just give it a 2. Next, we get to Prayer to Mosques. Again, it was examined in last year's paper. Unlikely that it could come out. Let's just give that a 2 as well. It could appear. Like, for example, if you look at 2017 and 2018 papers, that was actually my set of prescribed poems. Christina Rossetti's poem Remember, it appeared in 2017 finals and 2018 finals. So there's a chance, right? The government have played around with matrics before. At a funeral as well, we got to give that a 2. It's previously been examined. In May, June, we had The Shipwreck. The Shipwreck was examined in 2023, and it's been examined here as well. So Shipwreck, again, we're going to give it a 2. So you're probably getting a bit frustrated with Goon now, right? Like, he keeps giving it 2s, give us all the 1s. Just wait, like, let me cook. I'm going to explain it at the end, what I think. We are going to change some of the 2s to 1s. You'll see. Next, The Morning Sun. The Morning Sun has literally just been examined in a May-June paper before, so there's a great likelihood it is going to appear in tomorrow's final paper. We're definitely going to give that a 1. Okay, so Solitude and Morning Sun is Shining. Yeah, super important stuff here. Next, The Child Who Was Shot Dead. That's only been examined once. Big NB. I highly would, just study that poem in depth. I really think it's going to come out tomorrow. Look, I'm not going to predict like poetry essay questions. It really just depends on the examiner. Then we get to Sonnet 130. This has been asked in a final paper, but as an essay question. So I would like to give that a rating of 1.5, right? But it has been examined in a November paper, so I'll give it a rating of a 2. And Talk to the Peach Tree we have discussed before, and Poem of Return. So if you kind of look very carefully at everything, right, there is one poem. It's A Beauteous Evening. This is where things change a little bit, right? It was asked in May, June. So there's a good chance that it could appear in a final paper. Look, in these May, June papers, these are the subs for like the upgraders and the inmates and the adult candidates who come in and write. So yeah, these are the 4 poems that are most likely to appear tomorrow, right? And any of the 2s. So in other words, I personally, if I was prepping for tomorrow's paper, I wouldn't look at Poem of Return, Talk to the Peach Tree, and Fernhill. These are just 3 poems I would just totally avoid. Personally, just have a reading knowledge of them in the event that they do appear. But all the ones that I've circled, that it has the greatest likelihood of appearing, and the 2s, possibly. But yeah, but big 3, just to reaffirm it, Child Who Was Shot Dead, yes, I believe that is going to appear. Solitude, yes, I think it's going to come out. And Morning Sun is Shining, for sure. Beauteous Evening, Calm and Free, it's been examined twice before, but not in finals, so there is a small chance. But 2, 8, and 9, 100%. So yeah, that is Goon School's prediction for the poems tomorrow. And yeah, let's see how close we get. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.